Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back after a small Christmas break. I hope you all had some very nice holidays. Let me know in the comment section what presents you got. I got myself a Aston Martin Red Bull Racing sweater. Not sponsored by Red Bull yet. So we live in a format that is dominated by both traps and VFD. And that's an interesting format because of course, the extravagance happened last week and it was very cool, very interesting, and we learned a lot of things because not only in the Netherlands, Benelux area, all around the world the trap decks were dominant, just like other decks like Virtual World and Driaton. Driaton is one of the only combo decks this format really has at the moment. When I talk combo, I don't mean summon every individual Virtual World name. I mean like a literal combo deck that combos off. That's a combo that has a good end field. And even that, Driaton really doesn't classify for that, because it only really ends on the Vanity's Ruler. Now what I mean by combo is, I mean the old Dragon Link Wombo combo, Halkify Brax hand loop for 18. Do you miss it already? Because I almost do when I look at this format. Yeah, I don't like Driaton. I'm gonna be honest. There's gonna be like a couple of deck profiles on this channel with the Driaton stuff, but that's mostly because some happens to play it and I don't really like it. Yeah, no, I've been working on other stuff. I've talked about this in the comment section before. And welcome to the Dragon Link deck profile. Now this deck, Dragon Link, of course, it has survived. LP still is here. And the deck is still very strong. The end board is just slightly different, but it's still the same. You'll see what I'll talk about in a little bit. The deck kind of goes back to the old ways of locking people with Goliath instead of a Buster combo. Let me clarify this for you guys. This deck loses to Dark Ruler no more and is very dependent on your opponent not having two end traps. It can definitely play through end traps, but like not through like Nibiru Gamma. But then again, this format, people are expecting back row decks. They are not kind of maining the like 13 hand traps that we are used to, so this is a really good spot for a combo deck like this, which is the philosophy behind the deck, is why, you know, you can still go full combo, and people play less hand traps now because hand traps are very bad this format, and this deck really loses to the hand traps that people don't like to play anymore, so it's a very viable option. Now to go second, the deck can definitely play like an extreme amount of extender, so you can play through, you know, the 1 or 2 cards or 3 maybe even with a good hand, and you still can end the game with a Boral Sword really quick, and it's a very strong deck and it has its tools. Is it the best deck for this format? Not sure. Do I like it? Yeah. Is it very wacky? Definitely. This list is definitely something else. Let's go into the deck list and afterwards we'll talk a little bit more. So this deck list really focuses on the ceiling. The ceiling has got to be higher. It's kind of wacky. Is it very optimal? No, but I did want to share it with you guys. I'm not playing the Dangerous stuff. I really don't like it. I'm not playing the Quad World Dragon stuff. I really don't like that as well. This deck can still play really easy. You only need like 2 dragons and an extender. That's all like we are used to, and after that you can just combo. And the idea behind it is that you turbo out Saryuja and draw the cards you are missing to make your end board insane. And even if you don't draw that card, your end board will still be pretty good. So let's go into the deck profile and afterwards I'll show you off some combos. I'm playing triple Stardeach Savored to add back the Chaos Dragons, which are the most easy 2-card combo in the game. This card is really good for the Grand game as well to add back the Levianeer, and it is really solid overall, which is why we play it at 3. Straight off going off with the Baby Dragons, still playing Chaos Space as well. These cards are just too insane. Bro Tower is there to summon off the LP to search either the Rocket Tracer that you somehow still didn't have access to, or the Levianeer for the hand loop. Let me get that out of the glare. Then we are playing a pretty big Rocket Engine. We are playing Triple Tracer. Then we are playing the double Absol Router Dragon. Absol Router Dragon is an integral part of the combo and needed for a very specific monster that I like to summon, which is why he is there. And to come out with that combo is Rocket Synchron. What I'll mean with that is you will see it later. We are not playing Halkify Brax. That card has no room in the deck anymore, but this is definitely really strong. With a Rocket Recharger like you are used to. Then we played a Chaos Dragon, Levianeer. We played a Galactic Spiral Dragon for the rank 8 combo with the Hope Harbinger, because that's back in the deck. For more extenders, we played triple Noctovision and discard is level 7, which is really important. I am still playing double Phalanx. The Dragonity package is still here. It's still the most easy and convenient way to get dragons out on the field. And it's something to work towards too for your turn 1 play. We played a Red Eyes engine, which is all pretty standard. Now for some more monsters. This is the Pendulum part of the deck. We played the Amorphage Goliath. This can be a slot as well. This is to replace the Dragon lock, Dragon Buster lock, and to summon this card of the Spheres as your end combo, and then protect it with the Hope Harbinger. So we're gonna turbo out the Spheres and the Hope Harbinger that your opponent cannot summon out of the extra deck, which is strong enough. A card that I have featured before is Old Eyes Revolution Dragon. This is maybe kind of a meme. I really like it though, because I really like the Chaos Emperor Dragon that we are also playing. For those of you that don't know its effects, this is a level, whatever, level doesn't matter. It's a light monster, and in the hand you can pay 500 life points to discard itself to add any Pendulum Dragon from your deck to your hand. It's called Old Eyes Revolution Dragon, for those of you that don't know it. Then you can discard this card for the Chaos Emperor, then it's a light in the grave, so you fix your attributes. You can also add the Supreme King Darkworm, which can be used for an extender if you draw this in your opening hand together with a Ravine or with a Chaos Space or anything else. And then you can extend even more. So this adds this, and it's an attribute, which is basically what comes up. Chaos Emperor Dragon is really nice to add back banished Saphers or Levianeers or anything else you need, sending at any banished dragon back to your hand. Just like Rocket Tracer, which is definitely a way to combo. And it summons itself back from the extra deck after using that effect, and then it's another level 8 extender and a dragon. For the spells, played triple Chaos Space, which is arguably the best card in the deck. Triple Quick Launch, double World Exegard Dragon. You can pump this card up to 3. It's kind of up for debate what you want. I played a double Ravine, the Boot Sector Launch, and a Terraforming. I'm playing this at 2 because you still kind of really only want to add the Divine Lancer to the Dragonity monster. But this card is just really good, and it fixes your grave and your combo setup, so yeah, I'll show it off later as well. Play double Dragon Shrine to get dragons to the grave, like the Absol Router, like the Dark Worm, or like the Spiral Dragon. Then the Monster Reborn as the one-off extender, and the Foolish Burial as the third Dragon Shrine. And that is it for the deck. Now onto the extra deck. Triple Striker Dragon is definitely needed for the grind game. You are needing like 2 for the combo. Sometimes you can get away with only 1, but I really like the third one. Pisty and LP are still both not banned, so we are still playing them. For the end combo we have the Erratic Seal. For the early combo we have the Romulus. I'm still playing the Protector Whelp. This card isn't really necessary when you were turboing out Saryuja, but this card definitely came up on moments where I made an Appaloosa, but I linked this before going into Appaloosa, giving Appaloosa 1 less counter, but having a light engrave, which was really important for the extending, for example, with the Chaos Emperor Dragon. Then we played Appaloosa. If you are having a really wild hand, you can make this. Borrow Sword to end the game. Double Yuja, because it definitely can come up. We're playing the Hope Harbinger, the Savage, and the last card is Chaos Ruler, the creator of Magical Dragon. Now this card has been seen playing the Eldritch Rocket strategies. I am using this card very differently. What I am doing is I search any card with my Bro Tower, make a Saryuja after that, then summon a monster from my hand, make the Pisty. Pisty summon back one of the level 7s that I have used, like for example a Absol Router or a Noctovision, and I summon Rocket Tracer with either Saryuja's effect when I have searched it with the Absol Router, or I use Quick Launch. Then you can summon this card, adding another card, getting more resources, linking this away for anything else, and then summoning it back for the Hope Harbinger. This card is really insane. Is this necessary? No. Can you mill your combo cards? Yeah, but you are like doing it so late game that it probably doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, let's show you guys some combos. Alright, so for the combo section, as I said before, all you really need is Tracer access, which can be in any way, any 2 dragons, For the ease of the combo, I just added another extender, preferably a Noctovision or the Absol Router Dragon. Either of the two works. Let's just add some more cards. Those are two pretty good cards that we will definitely be able to use. Alright, so the idea of this deck is that there is no set combo. There's a set combo to, you know, get started. But after that, it all gets kind of fluid. And, you know, you kind of just have to go and start playing. So, to start things off, we're going to summon the Black Metal Dragon. Summon off the Striker Dragon. Chainlink 1 Striker, Chainlink 2 Black Metal, Chainlink 3 Noctovision. So, we will be adding the Red Eyes to our hand and the Field Spell to our hand. Field Spell, Red Eyes. Give the deck a good shuffle. And a nice guts. Alright. So we already have the Divine Lance, which is a good thing, because now we can just add the Ravine to our hand. We'll still summon the Romulus here. We will Chainlink 1 Romulus, Chainlink 2 Noctovision. To draw a card, Foolish Burial, pretty good. We are picking up some very cool cards, so we're going to be able to show a full combo. The Dragon Ravine. Then we will activate the Divine Lance. Put our hands a little bit to the side there. We will equip the boy from our deck to our monster, Phalanx. We will be using the effect of the Phalanx, special summoning itself. Right here you just need any extender. So for example, if you have a rocket, you can just boot sector launch, summon the rocket. You can keep this for later in the combo as well. The Red Eyes isn't really good because we need to make them level 4. So for the sake of this combo, I'm just going to Reborn a thing to keep our resources in check. To summon the Black Metal Dragon back. And we will link it away for a LP. It's important to be in this zone. Then the Phalanx for the Striker Dragon. Then we will activate the effects of the LP to summon a Bro Tower from our deck. Fetching one of the only cards we are currently missing. Since we already have the Foolish Burial, there's no real need to keep the Ravine, so we will just be able to discard it. To kind of not, you know, cheat out the full combo. To add back the Levianeer, because this is still a hand loop deck. Since we have Quick Launch right here, we already have the Tracer access, so we will just keep that right in our hands. So from this point we're gonna want to make Saryuja, but we want to do it in such a way that we still have monsters after that. So we will just Foolish Burial, or monsters after that to keep going on with the combo. To actually finish off my sentence. Send an Absol Router. Absol Router will add the Tracer. Fixing off the Tracer access part of the combo. Make a cut. Alright, so now we will make the Saryuja. We're going to be drawing 4 cards from our deck to our hand. So this really determines, you know, what are we going to do. From this point we still have a lot to do. We can summon the Tracer, make back the Pisty. We at least have a Spheres and a Savage right now, but of course we always want more. So with the Saryuja we'll be picking up Dragon Shrine, Revolution, Revolution. So now to see what we will shuffle back. I believe we do not need the Dragon Shrines anymore or the second Revolution, so we will just put those on the bottom of our deck. We'll use the effect of Revolution. This is really nice because this fixes the Tracer access later in the combo. Being able to use the Rocket Tracer and then add it back to our hand later. So I will show you what I mean. We will add the Chaos Emperor, Armageddon Dragon. Make a cut. You will use the effect of Yuja, Special Summon Tracer, then link it off for a Pisty. Right here you can just summon back the Tracer and do the full combo. What I like to do is I like to meme. We will activate the Quick Launch. Then we will summon from our deck Rocket Tracer. We will use the effect of Pisty, summoning back a level 7. And if you are catching my drift right now, we will be Synchro Summoning for the Chaotic Ruler. Now this is definitely not needed at all. Actually you can kind of, you know, draw that here and mill like the Goliath, so you know, you just get lucky. Mill a bunch of cards. And I would like to get the Tracer back to my hand. Nice, so we have a Safred in the Grave for additional resources, which is pretty nice already. We will just, so we have used the Pisti already. If we used Saryuja effect, we haven't yet, so we will just use the effect of the Saryuja. Summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Now we are locked in dragons, so we have to link these away for a spheres, which we will make over here. So now let's see where we can get going. We will special summon the Levianeer, banishing 3 darks. Any 3 darks will do. So if you don't have Tracer access here, you can banish the Tracer and add it back to your hand with the Emperor, which is pretty insane. And I believe that since all the darks we have don't really matter, we will banish the Tracer and add it back anyway. So we have some nice follow-up for the next turn. Sorry for the glare right there, by the way. Then we will use these 2 to make a link 2. To get an additional light. We will use the effect of Black Metal Dragon, summoning back Levianeer. And linking these away for the Apollousa. So we now have an Apollousa with a dice of 4. So that's Apollousa for 4. It's actually for 3 because we used the link 2 like I have said earlier. We will use the effect of Chaos Emperor. We will destroy the Chaos Emperor, adding back the Tracer. Then we will summon the Chaos Emperor by using the light that we have just sent. And a Striker Dragon. Then this card has a graveyard effect. You can summon him back by banishing a light and a dark. So that's pretty nice because we can use the Revolution Dragon to, not use the safe word just yet. Overlay these 2 for the Harbinger. We will summon it all the way over there. In case you do mess up, you can summon it here and then use Card Dragon to get it back. Quick launch for Tracer effect, popping this. Summoning the Recharger. And to end off our insane board, we can synchro these 2 away for a Savage. We will use the effect of the Savage, and this is really cool. So you can attach the Saryuja to him, so he gets an insane boost and 4 counters, which is pretty good. And to end off our turn, since we were lucky, we will banish the safe word, the Leviathan. So this is the full combo. So in our opponent's turn we have triple monster negates, which is really good for virtual world and decks like Zoo. We have 1 Omni negate. We have 1 spell trap negate, which is really nice. I usually don't really use this unless it's for talents, because that's the only real card that this deck loses to. And we can bounce a card, and when we do that, the effect of spheres will trigger in the graveyard. We can summon the dragon from our deck. We will summon the Goliath. It will have 0 attack, 0 defense. But your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck. When they cannot special summon from the extra deck, they have to kick over this. And when they want to kick over this, you can use the second effect of Harbinger to detach 1. And the attack will be redirected to the Harbinger. So they will need to have a special summon or a normal summon of 3100. And that's pretty hard to do. So yeah, this is definitely like the full combo, the full wacky, It's really easy for this deck to draw the things that you were missing. It's really easy to get there. You're playing all the tools to get there. And for the next turn, in case they come through, we still have another Tracer to get back resources. And we also have the Burl Sword to go for game. We still have some resource in hand, which is why we played Safer at 3. Of course, this is also a card that can come back from the graveyard next turn. The options are very, very endless. There's so many ways to go. If you don't get the right cards, you can just make a second Saryuja. And after that, it only takes 1 more dragon to summon the spheres anyway, so you can still combo off. This deck just uses resources to its max, and yeah, it really pops off. So yeah, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed that little mess. And yeah, the deck is just really fun. It's really fun to play out. It's a very, fluid combo. You can go many ways to, get to the cards that you need, the cards that you want. And you will always end on like something at least, which is really cool for the deck. Dragon Link is just very strong still. It's just a very cool contender still for being such a good deck. And I think that it honestly is in a pretty good space right now where people are not maining a lot of hand traps. You can just go full combo, and it's really difficult for decks to just win off that. Especially on like local level, stuff like that. Now for the side deck, I would recommend things like the Lightning Storms, of course, for the back row format. You can main some hand traps or side some hand traps if you really want to. It's all kind of dependent on the area where you play at. So just take a good look around. This deck is pretty flexible with what it can and cannot side. So that's always pretty nice. If you want to side out some cards, you can side out the second Phalanx, for example, or any of the like whack extenders. Like you don't have to go full combo, you know, game 2, you just need to kill them. And going second, this deck definitely can just do that by abusing the Brawl Sword. So this deck is very fun. I hope that you guys can give it a little playtest. And yeah, let me know what you think. Or are you playing the deck any different? Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And we will see you guys in the next video.